Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Matiz, and I've just played pretty good game against Gunshin, so I decided to put it up to YouTube and do some commentary of it. Obviously, well, it's my first time, so please not be harsh against to me, and also my English is not perfect, so also keep it in mind. Anyway. It was a really good game. It took 26 minutes, so I'm pretty excited about it. It was really nice, I would say. It was, and also the rules of the game was to not make tier 2 bombers and only play on one planet. It was around 650 radius, so it's decently big, I would say. As you can see, it's quite big. Yeah, so we both so I'd like to make kinda more of an analysis of the game, so people can learn from the game. It's not just standard play-by-play commentary and stuff. So yeah, apparently Gunshin's commander is a little bit bugged out, but it shouldn't be, well, huge problem. Yeah, so we both start with standard 3 mass extractors and 1 power generator. It's pretty good opening. It seems, yes, Gunshin is doing the same. He is also implementing energy storage early on. I'm not so sure if it's that good because yeah, later it's definitely good, but early on it's nice to have all the resources that you have spent on economy and maybe some harass. So this energy storage is really nice thing, but overall I think it's better to invest it in gas, in metal and energy. Look, my build is designed the way that I never overflow with metal and energy, but also I am trying not to go below. So it's obviously it's not so easy, but it's kinda doable. So what I do is 2 engineers, then 1 docks, then again 2 engineers, 1 docks, and all the way like this. And then my commander also makes power generators, and yeah, so I expand at 3 places at once. Because of the size of the map and because well, random spawns in the game, so punishing early expands is really hard actually. Obviously it has some randomness in it, but well, still it's better to expand than to not expand usually in this game. Yeah, anyway, so as you see, my commander is making energy all the time. It's important to make him not move, or move him at as little as possible, because well, if you walk, commander is the most efficient way to produce things, to build things, so it's best when he just does it and doesn't walk too much. So early on it's very important to for him to focus on making units, making buildings, and engineers go all around and expand. As you see here, I overexpanded a little bit because I couldn't keep up with energy income. It will happen really soon that I will be broke on energy. But I'm not exceeding to 2000 most of the time. Well, right now I'm not making enough because my engineers are traveling. But all in all, I'm trying not to waste at all. And yeah, now it's the crisis because I've made air factory, so my engineers are making power generate mexes everywhere. So I didn't manage it too well. But anyway. The nice thing that I discovered is good about expanding is to make a couple of metal extractors early on to have decent income, and then you make factory, and then the 2 engineers go and expand somewhere else and make factory, and out of this factory you make a couple of engineers, and then some and then you just produce doxes to secure like the whole planet. So basically you make a couple of factories here. I should have made one more factory that would make doxes to secure, so it's like the spider net sort of. I think I should start with 3 land factories in my base. So one factory sends all the doxes here, the second here, and then third there. So I secure the area from my main there, and then here I expand again. I mean, I make some doxes and engineers to secure this area, and then from this area I send units down there to secure this. So this way I'm absolutely, I mean, I'm really crazily fast to expand, because look, I'm already close to the other side of the map at 6 minute mark. Obviously they keep going, and they are going and not building yet, but at 7 minute mark I should be at the different part of planet. So that's pretty good for me. Here I was attacked, so it wasn't too good, and here Gunshin is making a lot of factories. That's pretty nice, but I think it's much better to spread it all around the map, because this way you can just secure your expansions and stuff, and in between, if you are not on opposite sides of the planet, it's best to just camp a little bit with turrets, so it will be wasted, and then he will go different directions. But other than that, I think yeah, if he had those factories here, he would be able to secure this area much easier. And after all, later in the game, I will basically encircle him in his own base while controlling most of the map. So that's extremely important to expand fast enough. And then yeah, so the next step, as I showed with the doxes from my base to first base, then to another base, and then and those initial doxes are fabricators are going somewhere else, and they make stuff there. And here I'm making a little bit of fabricators as well to get those metal extractors, and then some doxes to secure this, and then mass turrets everywhere. That's the way to secure the area, like just normally, because the problem is that you can either be attacked by air or land, or yeah, well, basically this. But the thing is that the map is so big usually in Planetary Annihilation that you are not able to control every space on the planet with, you know, for example, air scouts or radars and stuff. So it's better to have some turrets and then reactionary force of doxes to cover those turrets than I don't know, than leaving it unprotected or relying on just mobile units. It's decent, but turrets are pretty good, I think, in this game, so in controlling one space. So the thing is that Gunshin is making a lot of factories right now, so he's pushing pretty hard, but this is always, most of the time, it's bad idea, because I'm capable of defending this choke without problem. If I focus in this game, I slightly screwed it up, but anyway, my commander should be there, make some turrets there, and then this area is mine, and then he has to go all around, and basically he is in not such a good shape, because I'm already in his back, basically in those rich area of metal. He's just expanding here and here, which is nice for him, but other than that, he's almost closing his base, and I'm so forward that I didn't even manage to claim my extractors yet, but I will soon. And oh yeah, and that's the very important thing to note. We both agreed before the game that we will play without tier 2 bombers, which are obviously slightly broken right now, so we decided that we want to practice a real game and not abuse the imbalance. And we also agreed to play only on one map, on one planet, because Interplanetary is a little bit broken as well right now. So this created a very exciting game, and yeah, so it's basically it was just expanding and some eco up early on. I think economy is really important in this game, like insanely important. So I decided to get my economy first and then some army, and so did Gunshin, because that's how well, coming from one side, from one base to another, takes quite a lot of time. So defender's advantage in the Planetary Annihilation is quite big. Well, here well, I hope I won't lose them. Anyway, so here I'm doing a slight push, because I'm seeing that I invested a lot of money in tier 2 and in expanding and in metal extractors, so my army is actually very weak in comparison to his. So I decided to do a push with commander and my and Dox is behind, so this way I'm able to lower his dogs count, and this way it will be easier to defend all my expansions everywhere and stuff. So in case yeah, so I bought myself a lot of time to introduce slammers, and then with slammers I'm able to defend, and I'm able to yeah, I have huge economy. I'm not good, I'm not spending it well enough right now. Because yeah, I felt in danger here, because I thought he might attack me with such a huge force frontally, and apparently he didn't, but that could happen. So I kept making slammers only and no tier 2 fabricators, which would introduce me to tier 2 economy. Right there I'm everywhere I'm basically securing my forward positions here with the lines of turrets. It's really hard to break, and I believe it's one of the best ways to secure expansions. Right now I'm getting a little bit cocky here with my tier 2 slammers. I didn't want to. I wanted to push and check out what can I do, but he had his own slammers as well, I think, and some turrets. So I didn't. Yeah, the replay is bugged a little bit, but still it can show the most important things. Anyways, so because I had so much metal all around the map, my economy I think was bigger right now. So I'm able to defend his all attacks with my tier 2 and my mass of army and turrets everywhere. That's one thing. So I'm investing this into tier 2 economy. So basically what I did right now is abusing defender's advantage again in order to get some better economy, so then I can overpower him in later stages of the game. So well, that's my playstyle, that I play defensively most of the time, and then with superior economy and superior tech I usually stomp my opponents, and well, this is what happened this game. So Gunshin keeps attacking. Those attacks were very strong, and especially later on they were even stronger. So I underinvested probably in ground army. I should have probably started some more of tier 2 factories. I did right there, but it's just 3 engineers, so that's bad. And Gunshin is making a lot of units. Yeah, so here my plan is to get a good economy going, like 500 or 600, and around 50,000 or even more, 100,000 and 700 metal and energy is pretty good in order to secure nuke making without dying. So I'm aiming towards this, and then I start my nuke production maybe slightly earlier, because it's a really long process to make nukes, but I believe nukes are pretty overpowered right now. So it's basically if you yeah, it's good to get them. As simple as that. And right now I'm trying to get some air dominance as well, because well, it's good. It allows you to scout and stuff, and I'm just so used to tier 2 bombers. But yeah, here, well, so basically Gunshin, I don't think he has an idea what to do right now. He's just well, I think he is used to being so much better than most of opponents, that he just makes a lot of stuff with good macro, and then he just decided to kill. But well, it wasn't enough for me. Actually, I was ahead, I think, right now. So he would have to pull off some other stuff than just attacking me frontally. Especially here, I'm making a lot of turrets to secure my front of the base, and then I can attack or expand all over the map. Yeah, so he was kind of stubborn here. I think he was just trying to kill me right there with so much army, but I had like more developed plan of the game than he did. Decided to use tier 2 armies, just land armies, in order to get my economy, tier 2 economy, and he decided, I think he wanted just to kill me, or just do some decisive attacks, but it didn't really work. And yeah, I'm starting nuke. It's 664,000, so it's decent economy that can support a lot of engineers supporting nuke. And nukes are, as I said, pretty good, and we will see that later. Yeah, I didn't defend properly right there. I should have had a lot of radars or air scouts there, but well, that was my big mistake right there. And here I'm trying to launch an attack at his back of the base, so this way I'm kinda doing the siege for his base right now, and eventually he will have to either split his army. Well, the key there is that I'm limiting his space on the planet, and that's very important because nuke this way is much more stronger, because then you can, if his base is stuck in one place, or his economy, or yeah, just base, then nuke deals a lot of damage. So I decided to try to contain him somewhat. Obviously, it's not perfect contain. Well, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's relatively decent. Look, his base is pretty clumped, so that should be nice when the nuke hits, and it indeed was nice. But on the other hand, because I'm investing so much in this nuke, my economy, well, as you see, is kinda hurt, and I don't have much army. I'm relying mostly on some turrets and some slammers, but Gunshin will eventually overpower me. As you see, he has like 6 tier 2 factories and a lot of tier 2 power generators, so, and I'm just making one basically, although I support, so it's nice, but supporting is also less efficient, so I should have had more tier 2 land factories. I realized this right now, but it was a little bit too late. I didn't know that he's going so heavy on slammers. I was expecting nuke from him as well, because that's the meta game right now. To get whoever gets nuke first and nukes opponent's nuke launcher basically wins. Obviously, it's not the rule 100%, but it's well, that's pretty good. So, and here I'm trying to push my contain there. Oh yeah, and now here comes the nuke. And so yeah, now the nuke just came in the perfect moment, because I'm starting to getting overpowered from 2 sides, but this nuke should deal a lot of damage. So right now I would have yeah, problems if that nuke didn't shoot or he sniped it. So yeah, if you decide to go yeah, and now his energy is so owned. So I think he's like probably 40 or 50,000 behind in energy. So that's basically the, well, not the killing blow, but I put him on a timer basically, because my economy is much better. It's approaching 100,000 income, and right now he has a lot of army because of the resources that he spent on it. But he has no pretty good economy, and he has yeah, his economy is probably much worse than mine right now. So all I need to do is just survive right now, but I barely survive here with line of turrets. Laser defense tower is probably the best turret right now in the game to defend land. Also, the better one is pretty good too, but yeah, those are enough most of the time with support. And here I'm making some gunships. They are surprisingly good. I don't understand why people don't use them. They are extremely good in taking out doxes and pretty good in taking out slammers. Obviously, tier 2 bombers are right now slightly better, but gunships are in small numbers of doxes and slammers. Actually, I think gunships are better. And here I'm making some pelters, and eventually when I break through those towers, I will launch an attack to cut his cut his corners of the base here and here and here. So I also will strike his production, as you see. So, and yeah, there's another nuke. I didn't scout this time, so I'm afraid this nuke was pretty bad, but let's see. Yeah, it should. I think I targeted here, so that's yeah. I mean, well, that was nice, but wasn't as nice as the first one. But here I'm in huge trouble because there's a huge force of doxes and slammers. So my economy might be broken right now. So I'm losing a lot of power engineers, power generators. I decided to pull back from nuke production and try to make some more of generators soon, because I'm deep in red right now. Yeah, so now I'm launching the attack on the north and probably on the south soon. Yeah, I already destroyed those turrets with the pelter, so because of artillery support I was able to break through this expansion, and soon I will strike here and here. And I'm striking as well here. So basically what I did right now was abuse of my proxy, of my control of the map, because right now he launches all the attacks to my base from the north and south, but he leaves his bottom unprotected, and also he doesn't decide to harass me or attack at all. So basically he's semi all in right there. If he deals a lot of damage, he will be in a nice spot, but if he doesn't, then he will have problems. And right now, because I realized that I'm severely behind in land forces, I decided to make some gunships and some air, but whoa, did the game stop? What the hell? Yeah, well, anyway, I decided to make some tier 2 air peregrines and then gunships, but here he is harassing me with a lot of bombers. I didn't realize it at first. So he killed my tier 2. Yeah, he should have killed a lot there, but for some reason he didn't. Probably he didn't control. And yeah, my army was out of position in the base, so I'm losing another 2 factories. That's very problematic right now. But thankfully the attack on the north was really successful, so I was able to break here. And yeah, he's making some bombers, but they are kinda bad. They are decent at max, but I don't think they are any good. And yeah, another nuke. So my idea, yeah, so I tried to kill his production right there and right there, and with nukes. So that was yeah, and he's trying to get anti-nuke. I got kinda lucky that I shot before it. Oh, it actually can finish. Yeah, and yeah, this was the pretty crucial moment, because I destroyed his production, but he also destroyed mine, because I was so focused on making those nukes, and I'm barely spending my money. I'm really overflowing with it, so I'm like Bill Gates, but well, the money gets wasted and not donated to charity. Yeah, anyway, here my plan is to secure the area again with some turrets, pelter, and I'm creep pushing him from all these sides with the army, combined army with turrets. He did me quite a favor that he didn't harass all these areas. I should have camped much more there, make turrets and stuff, but well, we are just beginners in this game, so I'm still making a lot of mistakes. Yeah, so here Gunshin is trying to reclaim his base even, but I'm heavy on slammers, so that's problematic. I'm making a lot of turrets right there. He's pelter creeping right here, so that's pretty nice. He's trying to reclaim the base that I claimed, but well, that's not gonna happen because I'm already having some land factories here. I'm still I'm ridiculously behind in my production, and I was so busy in defending this, and I was barely surviving. So I couldn't spend my my energy on making some more factories here and stuff. So that's the thing for sure to improve later. Yeah, so right now he is pretty yeah, so I held this attack. This was basically an all-in from him because he had no production, no economy, so that was really important to stop it, but he didn't, so and that was good for me, and then I could eventually finish him off with nukes and attacks here and attacks here. Right now he is finally realizing the importance of this side of the planet, but well, that's too late, I think, because I can just simply well, kill him. Yeah, so I decided that I have such a nice advantage, and I destroyed a lot of his air factories, so I assumed that he probably will not have a lot of air, so I decided to go for kill, because I felt I have decent advantage right now, and dragging this game could, I don't know, maybe possibly make some mistakes for me, so I couldn't spend all this money all the time, so I scouted with my Peregrine, I hit exactly his commander, and then I decided to proceed with the aircraft to finish him off, and that's exactly what happened. The plan was perfect because he had no tier 2 air and very little tier 1 air factories, so there goes the nuke, and boom, and then goes the gunships and finish the game off. I really enjoyed this one. It was fun to play, and if you don't play tier 2 bomber rush, the game is much more skill required, like harder, and also it's more interesting, I would say, because here you can, expand all over the map, use the tactical advantage of turrets, of air, and then the game is really beautiful. But when you spam only tier 2 air, then well, it's not that great. It's still a great game, but then it's not as good as this one. So I would say that the most important thing is to secure as much space as possible, and then don't give it up, and then you should make turrets, make army, and then tier 2 economy, and try to survive till nukes, and then nuke his base, and usually the one who has nuke first basically wins. Obviously it's not the rule, but it's most likely to happen. And also it's very important to encircle your opponent basically in every strategy that you do. Well, it's like always it's good to have more metal than less metal, that's obvious, so it's good to expand. I think expanding is the most important part of Planetary Annihilation, so that's really nice. Here, as you see, I got quite a lot of hits from here and from here, but I managed to survive mostly because of the nukes, but well, that was a conscious choice. I decided to cut my land production in order to make those nukes, so I barely survived here, and it was clash of two styles when you decide to go very heavy and aggressive on land, which was really nice from Gunshin. But as you see, I showed that aggressive play in Planetary Annihilation isn't that good with land, because it's just so slow and maps are so big that it's better to play defensively and only fight for dominance of map control and not attacking the base. I think it's the crucial part of the using units is that you never want to attack his base, but you want to attack his expansions, so you cut his economy, and then when you surround him with armies and pelters and turrets and everything, then you finish him off with nukes and maybe tier 2 air. Obviously, right now in ladder you use tier 2 bombers in order to kill someone, in order to dominate the map, but the idea is basically the same. You need to have air superiority in order to expand, in order to get all the expansions, so the idea is basically the same. When you defend with tier 2 air and some initial doxes, you expand like madman. Gunships and peregrines allow you to do it, and then you grab pretty good tier 2 economy, and then you get nukes. That's like the most standard solid macro play right now that I can come up with, and I see that many people do it as well. The key here is to manage to scout where his army comes from, and also to expand as fast as possible and secure it with turrets, and also manage your economy on the razor's edge in order to survive any kind of his attacks, but also to get your economy going better and making nukes, and balancing all of this is pretty hard, but if you manage to do it, then it should work out really fine. Right now I'm going to play some more games, so maybe I will cast some more of them later on. And well, thank you for watching, and I hope it was some valuable information for you. Okay, so see ya, thanks.